How's it, everybody? Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are taking down the new Intensifying Fights Stage 11 Demonic Power mission. So we've kind of mixed up the team a little bit. You know, I tried to set it up so you guys who didn't pull maybe the new Super Saiyan 4 Goku or the new GOMAH can have an easy time setting this up. So I decided to go for a more Gohan-centered team, since most Gohans are all on Demonic Power, with Glorio as our lead. And then we got a friend Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You could do the same thing and do a friend GOMAH too. That would probably knock out the first phase kind of quick, honestly, since he does have the AoE. But this is the setup we're rocking here, and I think it should work fine. I don't think the Jenna Murray here are going to be too terribly difficult, but we'll see. So, yeah, so we got a bunch of attacks in slot 1, which is great for Beast. Here, we can just chuck him there, let him eat those hits, and get built up. It's been a while since we used this guy, so kind of nice that, you know, we got a mission where we can utilize him. 18 million there, cool. All right, so we take down the Fizz one here. There we go. Excellent, that's 2 down. Not quite the third. If we had that third super, definitely would have taken him down. So, as long as Goku gets a couple supers here, we probably gonna take these guys down. There's 1. There's 2. Alright, if Gohan's doing it with 18 million, he should have this here. There's 3. We got the normal. Okay, so the normal's probably not going to be enough, but... Oh, actually, we might not do it here with Glorio if we don't get any crits. Alright, there we go. 13 million on the Glorio here. Alright, there it is. Alright, so moving on to the phase. So, here's the trick with this one. It's actually not that difficult of a trick. You just have to do a ton of damage. And so that's kind of why I brought Fizz Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Since the second phase is Fizz. I'm not exactly sure what the threshold is because it doesn't specify, but you basically have to deal a specific amount of damage within the turn in order to advance to the next fight. And so there we go. We got... I wonder if this is going to affect anything. Getting the double digits, or getting the attack lower here. Okay, that's good. Alright, we get a second super with Gohan. Hey, there we go. Dropping. Okay, so, I mean, we're doing a lot of damage with Gohan, but the question is that enough to drive us over the limit here? Oh, looks like it was. Perfect. Okay, so we're into phase 3 here. Let's see. You know, I miss when these were challenging. I still say this, I've said it for a while now. Okay, here we go. So let's pop Beast's active here. Got a bunch of attacks. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll put link him here. Yeah, so, I miss when these were challenging. Like, I still feel like the last time these were, the Intensifying fights were actually a challenge, were the, Android 13. I really don't feel like they've been a challenge since then. And it's like right when they started, too. It kind of just shows you how far power creep has come. And it's like, you know, I think what would be cool for these, maybe the way they can work this in the future, is they do like the Dokkan Chronicles stage where, you know, if you bring, you know, one of those, either completely limit characters over a certain power level, or just if you bring them, you know, drop their stats the way they did in the Dokkan Chronicle. Like, so if you deal over excess amount of damage, it kind of just limits you at the damage cap for the event. I think that would be really cool. I think they should do that, honestly, and that could definitely add some added levels of difficulty, force you to use certain older units here. Just to add some challenge, right? Because, like, legitimately, if you pulled GOMAH and Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like, you are steamrolling this event here. And that's, I mean, I guess that's fun for some people. I don't particularly find that all that enjoyable. I enjoy the challenge. So I think that would be a good way to make these sort of medium difficulty events have some challenge, right? They don't have to be super challenging for the hardest event, for the hardest characters, but forcing you to use older characters, I think, within a certain power level, could make, could make this fun. Like, imagine they limited someone like Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku to 2023 levels of power here, and then that's what you have to deal with in order to beat this fight. I think that could work. So, all right, so we got Gohan on standby. I think that's actually kind of crazy. I didn't think we'd actually make it here. So, does seem like the Goma's pretty beefy. It doesn't feel like he's doing too much damage to us, but he does feel pretty beefy here. So yeah, let's grab that. Perfect. Oh wow, he heals a lot. Okay, so he's kind of beefy here. Oh wow. Oh geez. I mean, it's not like that's a lot of damage, but for Gohan in standby, that's a lot of damage. I mean, that means if that had connected with anybody else, that would have actually been really dangerous, that super. Wow. Okay, so kind of cool that Gohan's kind of getting the showcase here, right? Fizz Gohan. We don't get to... I need to come back and use him again. We haven't used him in a hot minute, and I do feel like we got to have some fun with him. But there we go. Look at him. Double digits. Okay. So it looks like that super is 2.2 million. Oh, and he's getting 10% stronger each turn. Wow. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this guy is actually kind of... He's got a lot of HP. He's got more HP than Jiren. Wow, he's got 600 million HP. He's got more HP than Jiren. Okay, maybe I misspoke here. This could put... I mean, obviously, if you pull the diamond units, you're not gonna have any trouble here. But if you didn't, and you gotta spend a couple of turns here, this is gonna be... This could actually be kind of tough because we're now 3 turns in. He's 30% stronger here. Let's pop Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku's active real quick. Right, he's now 30% stronger, so that super now is dealing... What is that? It's a 2.2 million super. So it's almost a 3 million super now that we're dealing with. Wow. Okay. I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, the units here, most of the units here could easily get sniped by that super. Except maybe Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and maybe Gohan in standby. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I guess we'll have the answer to our question. Yeah, he tanks it. Perfect. Okay, and then AGL Gohan. Although I guess it does help having AGL Gohan on rotation with that extra 58% defensive support. That definitely helps. And obviously it being post-super as well. Okay. There we go. We get additional super here. Alright. Excellent. Excellent. And then... Okay, so he's taking normals at least. What are his normals? His normals are 800k, so they're actually not that bad. Ooh, okay, so we actually get to use the standby and the family, both the family and father-son Kamehameha. Okay, so orb setup's kind of bad here, but I think we can do it. Okay, so let's pop the father-son Kamehameha. There we go. Love this active. I should have turned on animations. I love watching this. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get much more here. So 60 charges here. Not a whole lot. But here we go. And then now we get the Family Kamehameha. Haven't used this in a while. Kind of nice that we've had the opportunity. It's crazy how we power crept this, right? Oh, and we get that KO screen. Crazy how we power crept the Family Kamehameha, considering how powerful this was just last year at this time. It's like kind of crazy. I hope they find a way to adjust their standby so that way they can keep up, because that's actually what I'm curious about with the year 8s and these guys in other standby units, is how they're going to adjust it since stats don't carry over into the standby. This will be interesting. So guys, that is it for the video. That is how to complete Intensifying Fights Stage 11, clearing the Stage 2 with the damage and unlocking the Stage 3. He's a little difficult, right? Definitely a greater challenge than I expected. Still not quite Android 13 levels, but we're getting there. He can definitely be a challenge if you're not prepared. So that's it for the video, guys. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.